So let's wait for the countdown then.
Aha!
Ah.
My word. Hello, dear viewer. Oh no. That was us talking a couple of minutes ago.
It's just being slow.
Alright, it's quite delayed. It's fairly delayed on this, but this is us there now. Alright, let's get rid of this. Hello, dear viewer. Confusion reigns all abound and all around. Let's change this over here. I guess this over here. This over here. Gosh, this is less than stellar, this now. Anyway, alright. Hopefully this will catch up, and when it catches up, what it will catch up with is last week on Friday, when I had a crack at flying the PT60, it worked pretty well and got us into the search area quickly, which surprised me. So I thought, why not try a delivery flight, football pitch to football pitch. It's school holidays, and this is where we're going. So we're going from where we were before up to Royal Natal, an hour and 31 minutes if we went via the car. Dan's on holiday. It's school holiday, so Dan's going to be taking charge of this flight. He has not flown in X-plane, or not flown in SITL. So we're going to get him to do it all. Hopefully, yeah. This is the flight plan. Let me show you the flight plan. I haven't planned a landing. We'll just go up, hopefully not hit the ground, and land up there. So let's see what happens. Let's put you on this. Let's put this on this. So what you're going to do is a manual takeoff, Dan.
Right.
And then once we've done the manual takeoff, let's just see what people are seeing. Yeah, once you've done the manual takeoff, just click down there into auto, and it should start following that track. So, I know what I haven't done. I haven't pulled in the real-time weather. Grab real-time weather from the net. It's a beautiful day out there, so it might not the thing about okay.
All right.
Because the wind will kick in from whichever direction it's going.
Right.
But anyway, you get airborne. There you are. You get airborne, and we'll take it from there.
Righto.
I'll take these things off because I don't need those.
Oh, we don't have any rudder. That's the wind there. Woo.
Alright, away we go. Oh, sorry, actually, you drive, so just move the mouse to auto, which is that one up there. And then hopefully, all things being equal.
So click that and it should do.
Click that and it should do it. There
It's
we
going
are.
on course, yeah.
It's on course. Is it climbing up?
Yeah,
Climbing away. We're not going to hit anything. Let's see if there's anybody commenting. There's super delay on this time. This time. I don't know why. Whoa! That must have been the wind.
Yep, that would have been the wind kicking in.
Alright then, let's change the view. That's up. And let's have that auto panning. Let's zoom that back. So we're expecting a left turn. We're going to miss those hills. I don't know how delayed or live or whatever this stream is, but there we are. And we should have taken a note at the time. Okay, it's just past 11:33, so we've got an hour and 31 to beat, basically.
Going up to the turn. There it is.
There's the turn. Still climbing. Let's turn the view and see if we're going to miss everything. That's particularly what we're going to miss over there. Yeah, there's the wind. Let's see the nose is off to the right.
Oh yeah, wow. did I miss that?
Just do some quick changes of a knot. Yeah, we're going up pretty well. There's our target altitude there, look, so it still wants to climb. We're just not climbing very quickly.
No, we're descending.
No, some turbulence there, something happened there.
Yeah.
Prawn crackers! How you doing, Rob? Look, he's got bigger.
Hello.
I don't know how delayed this is. You might be able to tell us, Rob, or even can you hear us? I'm still of the opinion that everywhere in the world's got football pitches, and why on earth we're designing RPAs that take off vertically. I don't know. I'm just getting a bit concerned about that ridge in front of us. I think let's give ourselves a little bit more. Where are we on our way to now?
Altitude at 6,000.
Let's get to 8. Let's go at 8,000 there quickly. Having not.
Looks like it's found left.
I could have done, yeah. Actually, let's make it even. Let's make it even easier, and let's go. Let's do what we should have done last time, which is fly to here. I think we said that was going to be meters there, so let's just make it very high. And then we're definitely going to miss the thing. So now I've completely ignored that that flight plan. We're just going to fly to there in guided mode, and then maybe you'll have to fly it in manually there. But we'll try and set up a landing. Last time Luke came to rescue and did the landing. Delay about a minute. Okay, thanks, Rob. It's not showing if there's any wind there. Definitely meters there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's definitely meters. G'day from Mars! Hello, Mars MNTLSS. Gosh, what does that mean? Can you unpack that one for us, Mars? Second. Rob's here. Second. And I think we're about a minute behind. Alright, so that's most certainly going to miss everything there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's high enough. So let's just make that guided mode altitude. Let's make that 3,000, 9,000 feet, thereabouts. Otherwise we'll be climbing forever. Still climbing.
Yeah.
Let's put that at the bottom. What's happened there?
there we go.
Should descend now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's going back up again, look. Actually, I think you can see the wind. Yeah, look.
Oh, wow.
See the drift.
Yeah, crabbing quite severely.
Cold. Yes, it is cold. It is about 10, I reckon, out there right now. Ah, Reggie on the car. So, for those of us just joined us, what we're trying to do now is fly from place A to place B. Last week it surprised me how quickly we got into the search area, and so immediately one thinks, well, then we might as well have deliveries. This is a national park. We're flying on the edge of a national park. In fact, we're not now. We're outside of it, as you can see the marks on the map. Let's just go to the map. This is national park. Protected airspace, so we're outside of the park now, but last week we were completely inside of the park. But I don't know, let's take some beers or chocolate from one office to the other. Maybe that's what we're doing now. And it's an hour 30 this flight would be if we were doing it, or drive would be, so it's got to be quicker than that. I think we're going into some wind.
It does look like it.
Alright, let's, we know it's going there in guided mode, so let's, how are we going to set this landing up? This is what I mean, that sort of looks like a football pitch to me. It might not be, but we'll look at it like that.
Some sort of flat land at least.
Yeah. Absolute, very high height. So we'll go there.
And fly down the river.
Fly down the valley, there. And this is where we want Luke to come along, but just in case he doesn't, we'll do it like that. Yeah. And we'll see what the wind does later on. Right waypoints. Looks like it's going uphill there. That's 478, 5897. Oh well, we'll see what happens when we get there. Did I write that then? No, you're not allowed to fly drones in national parks here. In fact, you've got to fly all aircraft. No aircraft are allowed in below 2,500 feet above the highest point, which in the case of the one that we've just flown out of would have been sort of getting on for 13,000 feet. It climbs quite high back over here. So yeah, no, the answer, that's where it's quite high, over there, those bumpy bits. So yeah, no, you can't fly in national parks here. It's a bit like watching paint dry, isn't it? Which is what most drone flights should end up being. It should be like watching paint dry.
So there's that we're going over now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Zoom in. We've got our ADS-B up and running. There are no... Oh, look, there's a threat from the north. 7,000. That is a threat from the north. 7,251. Actually, that's meters. 9,100. So no threat there. No threat there. No threat there. Let's go, actually. Let's flip this across so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is our live ADS-B feed from receivers all over South Africa, and being pushed into Mission Planner. Again, note to devs, it would be really nice if the ADSB traffic showed us it in feet, not in meters. Let's transition this across here. Bring this up. Simulator. So all in simulator, Mars. But what we're doing is we're simulating the Pixelhawk or Ardupilot flying completely properly into this PT-60 model aircraft, and yeah, one could do this again in real life. So the ADSB traffic is live and real. The Ardupilot or Ardupilot software doesn't know any different. It doesn't know it's not in a drone, but the drone is X-Plane, X-Plane 10.5. Rob, send the top secret wing, do 80 kilometers an hour. We'll send the top secret wing. Just put a one waypoint on it and send it along. If I could package it. Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it, packaging? You see, it's actually lovely terrain, lots of walks up in here. If you're coming on holiday to South Africa, it's the place to come and visit. We live just down the road. What was I doing? I was going to pull up still a bit of a way to go, so we won't send in a flight plan. Go radar. What I wanted to do was just confirm that traffic was showing meters and not feet, otherwise we would have had conflicting traffic. I kind of know it was because so there we go. Let's transition this one across. So yeah, that's an Embraer, that's in the airways, that's in the airways. Ooh, what's that? Asian, that's an unusual one. Yeah, so no conflicts, no worries. Yeah, that's what I thought, but just to check, we're flying between here and here at the moment. We're doing this little gap here. I should drag the comments in there, shouldn't I? Oh, thank you very much for those kind words. That's very kind indeed. Mars, where are you in Australia, by the way? 60 kilometres, all legal, of course you have, Robster. Of course you have. Actually, we can plant that down there, look, can't we? We put that down there. Melbourne. I used to live in Ivanhoe. In Melbourne, I used to fly hot air balloons there many moons ago. Move that out of the way. Right, so we know that traffic's no threat. All good all around. Navigation sanity check should we have here? We should cross over a road shortly. In fact, there it is there.
Yep. If we look to the left, we should see the dam. I mean, right.
To the right, yeah. There's the dam. There's the edge of the dam. There's the edge of the dam there. So
there's that little cove. That little.
All right. So we'll be looking to fly over that there. Wood. That will be our check. And Dara, she blows. So yeah, we're going to go just to the right of it. Okay, good. So we're going, what took off at 33, so how long have we been going? We've been going,
don't know.
It's 49 now, not all that long. I've got terrain following on. I set that fly to altitude or fly to here, whatever it was, guided mode thing to 3,000 meters, and it looks like we're going up and down with the terrain. It looks like to me. Yeah, look, we're descending down 3510. So we are terrain following. That's a bit subpar, isn't it? Really, we're wasting energy doing that.
Yeah.
We're going down in the valley here, aren't we?
And then we're going to climb like Billio to get out.
Yeah, there's a valley going down. Oh, well, when we go up this slope here, look, we should be climbing up, shouldn't we? 3.5. But I suppose it shows that the terrain following works. That bump over there is going to be very interesting. It tries to go up and down over that.
Should go just to the right of it.
You reckon?
I think so. If we're lucky anyway.
Should we route direct? Because this will take forever otherwise, or a bit more direct. Let's go fly to there. I'll just put there. Turn us a bit. Make sure we hit that large mountain. 3, 4, 6, 7. River must be the lowest part of where we are. So 3464, 3470. We should start climbing with the terrain. I should think in a second.
Should be soon.
Here we go. Is that?
No, descending still.
Oh, beg your pardon.
You know what it is? It's that spur there. We've just gone over that. So there'll be a bit of a descent and then it should climb.
I'm answering that in the comments, Rob, but yeah, I'll answer it. That may or may not already have happened, but I can't actually say too much about that. But I do use it. Oh, it's still descending.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still descending.
It should definitely be climbing.
Well, maybe the ground is. I'll tell you what. Let us. We're on the wrong map for this game, really. We should be on. Where's the terrain map? That would be a better plan, wouldn't it? 1600.
Should be climbing.
1400. 1600. That's climbing. Yeah. Oh well. Ho hum.
There's that rise from earlier.
I wonder what we're going to hit then.
We hit this or that?
Yeah. There's still nothing to hit really in the view yet. Just that. It's calling us, isn't it? That bump in the side.
And inevitably we'll
3,
be going
4 and
straight for
7. Just like if you were flying for real, this will be logging everything properly. So so I can look at the log file afterwards to see what happened. And that again is the joy of simulation. You can check on what happened basically. He said in a stumbling way. 1600 meters there. Maybe we're just bimbling down to 3,000. Yeah. Andrew, no, it's not serious scenery package. It's free scenery. It's scenery from Ortho 4XP. There aren't really any better ones for South Africa. I know in the rest of the world you got some lovely sceneries available, but we don't have them here. And ideally, I'd be preferring to run X-Plane 11, but this computer just won't run all of this and X-Plane 11. There's a little knobbicky there. Oh, there it is there. That's that one there.
Every time you pan the view to look at it,
there it is.
Seems
dum,
more
dum,
ominous.
Dum. But it's good when things appear bigger in your rear view mirror. And Rob, only if you as you say, if you put the SD card in, yes. So terrain following won't work on on everything. Are we actually just descending down to the RS4 3000 rather than terrain following?
It might be. Well, we'll get to 3000, we'll find out.
We will. Where is that? There's that knob there. That's it there. So that's at 2,000 meters, and our current track takes us down at 1,900 meters. No, that's not our current track, actually. I beg your pardon. That was that flight plan track. Takes us to there. So the lowest, 16 odd is the highest bit around. So we should be home in time for tea and medals. Boom, 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 boom. Just talk amongst yourselves. Kilobyte rate dropped down dramatically down there, the streaming rate. I'm definitely going to look at the log file because I'm not understanding what it's doing with the altitude there. It's commanding a little bit higher then.
Yep.
Then a bit lower. Still wants a bit higher. So, navigation sort of sanity check. What can we use here? Should be just going over. Actually, look, it's descending ground here. So depending on how far ahead it's looking. That valley. I've been in there. I know where we are. I've been up here, landed up here. Earlier on, I tried, because VTOL is the darling of the moment. As I say, I still don't believe in VTOL. I don't believe they exist. Because if you can land in a football pitch, you can land in a football pitch, and you don't need all that fuss and nonsense. So I believe in that, but I still stand to be convinced. But I thought I'd have a go. I'm trying to get the Osprey working. Is it the V22? The Osprey?
V22.
V22, yeah. Trying to get that working in X-plane. But I can't get the tilting motors to work, and it's a real handful to fly. It's interesting. It shows what a trouble it must be for the pilots. It's even in stabilizers a real handful and does weird things. And everybody's playing with real flight in the Ardupilot world, simulating their new creations. And there are quite a few new VTOL creations out there. And unfortunately, you can't, whilst that's great for playing with airframes, you can't play with, with stuff like this, really. Thinking about missions and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to see if we can lean on the developers a little bit to help us out on that. A bit more love for X-planes needed. Right, we think that's showing meters. We know that goes down to 1.6. Was it 1.6? Yeah, 1.5, 1.6, 1.4. 1.4 there. So we're rather hoping. We're never touching 3,000, so we're staying. Yeah, it is terrain flying. It's got to be. So we should miss stuff. Oh, how did I do that? You say whatever I like, Andrew. I can say whatever I like. Yeah, I know. I'm not a believer. It's like multi-rotors. I don't think they'll ever catch on either. But it's interesting though. If you had think of some old Rob, who's hopefully still hanging around. He used to joke that the Ben Buckle catalogue was where most of AeroVironment got their designs from. Simple, old-fashioned, big model aeroplanes, high-wing trainer types like this are perfectly usable. We are somewhat reinventing the wheel with platforms. All that said, now I've said that, the Believer, that Chinese thing, which I'm not affiliated with, I don't make any money from, is a fantastic airframe. It really is a fantastic airframe, and flying for 3 or 4 hours, really, what more do you need with your payload, a useful payload as well? We're definitely marching towards a time where the amount of usable daylight hours for mapping with a camera are covered by the platform, by the autopilot, and the aircraft can lift a sensor for the usable amount of hours that you've got in a day that you can take photos with. Of course, you can have LiDAR and other stuff. So moving towards an interesting time where it's sensors and, sensors really, triggering them and writing to SD cards fast enough at low level to keep the imagery at high resolution. So, we've moved in 10 years, a little bit more than 10 years, I've been playing this game from just keeping the thing upright and pointed in the right direction to having to worry about sensors properly. Rant ends. That wasn't rant. I'm only saying that so that we don't look as we hit this countryside here. So where we're going then, as we go past that, must be over there, must be under that cloud. Now I can hear a real aeroplane going by here, but we're not flying there. There's a real aeroplane going past home. That one. What was that just snuck through the park? That's interesting. We can hear that one. Wonder what that was. Oh well. Yeah, that was a bit of a disconnect, wasn't it, for me? Because I was thinking, oh, I can hear an aeroplane. Yeah. I was like, where is it? Oh, we're not there at all.
Yeah.
It's your old father, son. It's your old father. The Flight Academy knocked me back, yes, absolutely. Any club or academy that would have me as a member isn't worth being a member of. B1B. Was that Andrew's channel? Yes, I'll have a look at that as well. You can, in software in the loop simulation that we're doing now, Ardupilot, software in the loop simulation, you can do all the auto tune and all that sort of stuff. Quality of the foam still kind of hobby grade, yes. Yeah, Rob, they could have that super magic special foam that the Chinese put out, but then that always costs like 90 times more. So rather, you just put up with there goes that mountain. We didn't hit that mountain. Rather put up with the low quality foam and buy another aircraft, I suppose, was the answer. When it runs out, make it disposable, make it in your business costing only be planned for 100 flight hours, and that's that. Although, obviously at 3 or 4 hours of flight, you're soon going to hit that point. And longer flight times means less takeoff and landings as well, which again people don't seem to. This rush to VTOL, less takeoffs and landings, less chance of colliding with stuff. I'm a bit lost with this rush to VTOL. I understand that people want push button and go, and they can't be bothered to fly. But at the end of the day, if you train a lad to fly and he's gone through his training, he's doing these long flights and getting millions of images for you, you need a lot less people than you do, or a lot less flights than you need if you want to cover the area with a Phantom. BV loss is coming. It's going to be everywhere very soon. There's 30 companies in the UK that have got permission to fly BV loss now. It's not a when it comes, it's happening. It's happening already, and I think for those Australians it's happening very much for them as well, all over the place. They're just not shouting about it as much as other people. People are just quietly getting on with the work. Right, I suppose we should quietly think about. We're just under half an hour, so we're not a million miles away from where we need to be, with saving of quite a bit of time with a slow old aeroplane. Right, we better think about this approach and things like that now. Right.
So it'll be up there.
Yeah, it's over to. That's right. Yes, it's over to the left. It's that second valley up there, isn't it? I think, or is it that valley?
No, it's the second valley. It's definitely the second. As you can see, there's the river going off there, and the other bit of river going up there.
But it's going to be coming. It's going to be. Isn't it going to be up there?
Might be up there.
I think I'm not going to put in the. Well, I'll let you command the auto, but it should take us over there. And if it, what I'll do down here, you see where it's, I'm going to put manual on that one. We haven't set the mode, so if you click auto, in fact, let's put this up here. You show what I'm doing. So I've put down here mission planner. So when you're flying along, you can change your modes. So we can go into auto there. That should run that mission. All things being good, hopefully it won't turn back and try and go back that way. Auto there, and then if it all looks horribly wrong, quickly just click manual there, and then you can fly it in time for 2 medals by yourself. But let's get over this ridge first. Let's get over this ridge, and then we'll worry about that, because at least you've got some instant altitude over here. Look.
Yeah.
So I'll keep running at that. and see what occurs. Aha! No, how's it? I'm flying. We're flying now in simulation, so we're not looking at a log, and I've got Dan, my son, to do the landing, because then it's not going to be my fault, and we'll see. And what was he saying about? In my experience with clients, who don't want to worry about takeoff and landing. I really don't think VTOL's going to prevail. If you want good VTOL, get a helicopter. Not this nonsense. But there's a very slight chance I'm going to be wrong. very, very slight chance, obviously. I mean, come on. I mean, how wrong could I ever be? Right, all right. Let's. I've put the runway on here, so you should see it when we get there. Well, I'll let you take over, Dan. You fly it however you want now. So the guided modes are just in front of us.
So I'll just let it carry on a bit.
Okay.
So if we go down, I'm just considering where we're actually going. Yeah, I think it is into that second valley.
You sure?
I think so.
Okay.
Inevitably, I'm
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah. No. I definitely could be wrong.
If we chuck this map into satellite, we should see the town, and then we can figure out.
Just what I was gonna do. You took the words right out of my mouth. As they say, let's have a satellite map.
Yeah.
We'll go back there. Here, let's have that on auto pan now, because we won't have time to worry about that. Oh look, there was also, see that there?
Yep.
I'll take it out of auto pan. That was showing. That's up there, isn't it? That's that lot. That lot there. Is that lot there?
Okay.
So guided mode, yeah, it's taking us just to the right of that, and that is that over there.
Okay, and then we can follow the river in.
And then
from
it
there.
is turn left up the river, up there somewhere. But of course, in real life, you have to turn around. So again, other tools are going to be needed for situational awareness. So the auto points off to the left over there.
Yeah.
Look now, so you might as well.
Right.
So just click auto up on there.
Hey.
At the top, that's it there. And then we'll just, it's climbing.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, no, you can definitely tell there's quite a bit of wind there.
Well, I don't know about that. This is where parrot bluegrass, very expensive, Rob. You can put that sensor in any multi-rotor. But if people, I think you're buying for the complete package. You're buying the Pix 4D Ag version, I think, as well. This is terrain following now, isn't it? This is what all this pitching and rocking and rolling is all about. Yeah, the wind's off on the right.
Yeah, you can feel it. I've got a whole load of right input here to just keep
you in auto, that won't be making any difference. If you let go of the stick. Oh!
I've got control.
Oh, I think you're overriding a bit. Let go, just let it go into auto.
I've got control.
No, you're in auto, so it's just putting inputs in as well. Do you want to fly it down yourself?
I think that might be a good idea.
Oh, all right then. If you move that set mode to manual down there. Yeah, manual. That's it. Just click that, and then watch it there, and then it will go. There you are then. How are we doing for time wise? We're 40 minutes, so we're saved 50 minutes so far on the drive. Look at the old driveway in front of us. Yeah, look at the drift, look at the wind.
Yeah. Do you mind just panning it to the left a little? Okay, I'm going to try and keep it high. And then...
Well, it's up this valley, look, it's up there.
Yeah.
It's there, it's there. In fact, I'm visual with it now.
Oh yeah, I see it as well.
I don't know. I can't remember. I'd have to think hard about that. Whether I flew at Epping landing strip. Mostly flew from outside of town and we landed inside. Yeah, it is live wind data. It's coming. It's being pulled in by X-plane. So yes, it is. And in fact, it's live cloud as well. And if I can't put the camera out the window without you losing sight of Dan here. But it is actually clear skies here today, but lots of burning going on, lots of fire breaks happening. So that isn't the actual visibility is not being properly reflected. We can probably see about 10 kilometers, maybe less.
Yeah. From here, we wouldn't be able to see that.
Bit further up the valley actually.
Yeah, it's at that corner.
Get down there, Dan. Get out the wind.
The problem is the valley should be wow, that was lift there.
Yeah, there is also lift on this. There is there's thermals. The thermals aren't very good. But the ridge lift is pretty good in X-plane. You can get it to soar along. It says Royal Natal, the Queen on just about her 21st birthday. So I don't know, when she was very young. The Queen of England, I should say, Her Maj, because we have queens here as well. She came and stayed here. Unfortunately, the park's fallen into somewhat, or the infrastructure and hotels fallen into a little bit of disrepair, and the car that she was taken around in was put outside the hotel, but it's no longer there as a hotel, sadly. But it's a very, very pretty place to visit, nonetheless.
It's going to be a very squonk landing.
Well, I know you fly manually, so we'll expect a perfect landing, Dan. There's only a couple of people watching.
Only a couple?
Only a couple, yeah.
Well, the problem here is I would like to set up into wind, but that would mean
well,
that
you can go past it and into wind.
Oh no, that would mean that I'd be going straight into the mountain.
So what you can do with, and what I've done with this, is you can create extra runways and stuff like this. So I put what looks to me to be a football pitch. I created a little runway. So hopefully,
I am actually going to go for a circuit and land facing out of the valley. Ooh.
One way in, one way out landing. So we get that here. We get runways where you can, take off one way in, one way out. Where do we think it is? Oh, on contact. There it is. There, look. That's it there.
Oh, is that it?
That's it there.
Oh,
yeah.
I've been looking at the bit to the right of that.
No, that's it there.
Okay.
Well, okay. What would you do in a real aeroplane? You'd fly overhead and do an inspection. So that's what you need to do.
That's what I was originally going to do.
All right then. Get any zebra and stuff off the runway. Well, I think we can see where the wind's coming from. I don't know why it's not showing us in the top right of Mission Planner. It should be showing us what the wind's doing, and I don't know why it's not. That would be a really great help now. That's that little. Let's swap this over for the viewing viewers. That's that little compass rose up here should be telling us what the wind's doing, but it's
I
not.
was wondering what that was.
Yeah, but you can see what it's doing. You can see what it's doing
Yeah.
on the aircraft. So.
Yeah.
The runway.
Mm.
That message there was in the bank. My monthly fees have been reduced this month. So that's great news. Recent news, just in. This just in. That's over there, that done. You're working for Bomber Command now.
I'm going to be too low over this and that.
Well, I wouldn't talk to me about it. I'd do something about it.
I am. That feels like it's directly into wind. So definite crosswind. How slow can we get with this aircraft?
Well, I'll leave it up to you. You'll know when the wing drops, won't you? Well, look, we've got a ground speed of 30 and a 42